Hare Krishna. So, in the previous shloka, Arjuna said that na deva na danavaha. The devas cannot know you, the demigods cannot know you. And when it comes to danavaha, that is demons, they also cannot know you. And in the previous verse, Arjuna used the word Keshava. Now, if we split this word, K, Isha, and Va, we'll understand why is he using this word. K basically stands for Brahma, Isha stands for Shiva, and Va stands for binding. So Krishna binds even Brahma and Shiva, who are the greatest demigods. So it's very clear that when they are bound, they cannot understand Krishna. What will other Devatas understand? If Devi Devatas cannot understand, what will the demons understand then? So suppose we have a question that then who can understand Krishna? And here Arjuna is going to speak. He is going to tell us who can understand Krishna. Shloka number 15. Swayam evatmatmanam vetatvam purushottama bhuta bhavana bhutesha deva deva jagatpate. So here Arjuna is saying Swayam eva atmana atmanam veta tvam. So he is saying that vetatvam, you alone know. Who? Yourself, by your own internal potency. So our question that who can know Krishna? Here it is said only Krishna can know Krishna. And then here it is said, O Purushottama, O Supreme Person, Bhuta Bhavana. Now basically he is giving various words to describe Krishna. He is saying Bhuta Bhavana, the origin of all. Bhuta Isha, Lord of all beings. Deva Deva, God of gods. Jagatpate, the Lord of universe. So here very nicely Arjuna is saying who can understand Krishna? Only Krishna can understand himself by his internal potency. A very nice answer by Arjuna and a nice description about Krishna being the Supreme Personality, being the Lord of all, being the God of all gods, and the Lord of universe, Jagatpate. Let's see some of the important points given here. The Supreme Lord Krishna can be known by persons who are in a relationship with him through the discharge of devotional service like Arjun and his followers. So again, a very important point. If suppose I want to know about someone, now I should have a connection with that person and he should be ready, that person to be ready to reveal himself to me. Only when he speaks about himself, then I'll get to know. If I sit at one place and start speculating that what does he like, which is his favorite dish, which is his favorite color, maybe this one, maybe that one, will not be able to understand, will not be able to boil down to a conclusion. Because we cannot speculate about other person. Similarly here, we cannot speculate that who is Krishna, what is his position, what is his status. We have to ask him, oh Krishna, you only tell. Because you know yourself by your internal potency. So establishing a relationship with Krishna is very, very important. When we establish relationship with Krishna, Krishna reveals himself to all of us. Krishna is ready to reveal himself to all of us at any point of time. But then since we don't have a relationship with him, we don't understand that what is he revealing. So when we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What is actually happening? We are trying to revive our lost relationship with Krishna. And when that lost relationship is revived again, what happens? That path will be established by which we'll be able to understand Krishna, and Krishna will be able to reveal himself to us, and then we'll be able to understand him. So establishing a relationship with Krishna by practice of devotional service, and the primary anga of devotional service is chanting, Shravanam and Kirtanam, hearing and chanting. If that is happening properly, then yes, by Krishna's mercy we can understand Krishna. Why? Because only Krishna knows himself by his internal potency. Here it is said that it's persons of demonic or atheistic mentality cannot know Krishna. Mental speculation that leads one away from Supreme Lord is a serious sin, and one who does not know Krishna should not try to comment on Bhagavad Gita. So again, a very important point. Who can not understand Krishna? The ones who are not devotees. They cannot understand Krishna. They will just keep speculating, and by their speculation they will never be able to understand Krishna. Here there is a nice comparison that is given one after another. Let's try to understand this. A common man or even a liberated man who has realized impersonal Brahman or localized Paramatma may not understand Krishna's personality. See, this point is very important to understand. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagwaneti Shabdait. So this is a very important point, that we might be Brahman realized. That is, we have realized some aspect of Krishna. We might be Paramatma realized. That is, we might have realized some other aspect of Krishna. But then, even after that, we will not be able to realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the other way around is true. If we realize Supreme Personality of Godhead, then we already know Brahman and Paramatma. So, it's a very important point that even if the person is liberated on the platform of Brahman, he cannot understand Krishna. This is what is the point that is made. Yet many liberated persons cannot understand Krishna as Purushottama, the Supreme Person. Therefore, Arjuna addresses him as Purushottama. It becomes difficult for people to accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. People struggle. Literally, people struggle. Don't know what is the reason. N number of reasons might be there. But then the important thing is, when Vedic scriptures are saying something, we have to accept it as it is. This is the point that we need to understand. So when we accept this as it is, then we can understand something. Or else it's very, very difficult. If we don't have faith in these words, it's very, very difficult. Yet one still may not understand that Krishna is the father of all living entities. Suppose someone understands that Krishna is Supreme Person, still a person might not be able to understand that he is Aham Bija Pradapita. He is the father of all living entities. Therefore, Arjuna addresses him as Bhuta Bhavana. So why Arjuna is addressing different words, that is given here. So a person might accept Krishna as Purushottama, but he might not accept Krishna as the father of all living beings. So Arjuna is using Bhuta Bhavana. No, you are the father of all living entities. And if one comes to know him as father of all living entities, still one may not know him as the supreme controller. So now Arjuna is using another word, that is Bhuta Esha, Bhutesha. That is, he is the supreme controller, controlling everyone. And we've discussed this very elaborately in our previous videos also, that Krishna is there in each and everyone's heart. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Riddheshe Arjuna Tishtati. And what is he doing? Brahmayan Sarva Bhutani Antararudhani Maya. He is controlling everyone and everything in this world. Nothing in this world can move without sanction of Krishna. This is very clear. He is the supreme controller. The supreme controller of everyone. And even if one knows Krishna as supreme controller of all living entities, still one may not know that he is the origin of all demigods. Possible. Okay, maybe Krishna might be controlling everyone, but demigods might be coming from someone else. No. So here Arjuna is using the word Deva, where he is making it very clear that he is the origin of all demigods and he is the worshipful god of all demigods. Deva. So even the Devi Devtas are coming from Lord Sri Krishna. All the 33 crore Devi Devtas. And even if one knows him as the worshipful god of all demigods, one may not know that he is the supreme proprietor of everything. Possible. Or maybe Devi Devtas came from him, maybe, but this part of the creation might not belong to Krishna. So here Arjuna is using the word Jagatpate. So this word Jagatpate is very important, which means that he is the supreme proprietor of everything. Everything. Thus the truth about Krishna is established in this verse by realization of Arjuna, and we should follow in the footsteps of Arjuna to understand Krishna as he is. So Arjuna is trying his best. He is trying his best to tell all of us who is Krishna. So all the ones who have faith, they'll be able to accept the words of Arjuna, and these are not just his words, but these are conclusions from the Vedic literature. Now, after having said this, now Arjuna is going to request Krishna that can you please tell more opulences that you have so that we can understand you more. So let's see this question in the next video. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.